Alrighty, by hook or by crook, you're editing a coaching session. So either you're creating a new one or you're going back to update one you've been working on. Up at the top here, we can see who's coaching, Severus Snape. We're logged in as Severus Snape right now. And we are coaching Rubeus Hagrid. This ought to be fun. We've got some action buttons here to the right. Let me introduce you to those. I'll start from the right. I'm done means, hey, this looks great. I want to give it over to the coachee and let them see it. Save for later will save everything you've done and take you back to your home screen. And delete will delete this coaching session. You can only delete a coaching session until you've given it to the coachee. And then it's in there. So across the top here, we can see how we organize our sessions. So engaged in, this is the activity that you're performing. So these are all customizable and set up by the folks that are organizing your coaching program. And what we've got here at Hogwarts is we've got walkthroughs, one-to-one coaching, and alignment observations. And what the activity gets you is templates for data entry templates for your fields here, and little reminder prompts from your coaching team about what sort of information should be in there. And it also tells us which of the data entry fields on the coaching session show up. So since this is a walkthrough, our fourth field for coaching is agreements. And obviously you're not going to make any agreements with anybody while you're walking through their classroom and not talking to them. So the field doesn't show up. Next, we have coachee role. That's the capacity in which the coachee is being coached. So in this instance, Severus Snape is coaching Rubeus Hagrid as a classroom teacher. But someone might counsel Snape on being the head of Slytherin House. God help them. Or you can give coaching to the headmaster, which probably is more feedback coaching rather than like a one-to-one coaching. Alrighty, we have a where here, and this is where the coaching took place. In case you want to track that information, it defaults to where the user usually gets coached, and you can change it to be whatever you like. Next is when. This is when the coaching session is happening. There is a cool little drop down here that you can use to pick when the coaching session happened. Thank you, Google, for killing me. There's a little pop-up here that you can use to choose when the coaching session happens, or you can type it in. And then you can see this is the start time to the end time. And these are in 24-hour time. So 12 is high noon and 13:30 is 1:30 p.m. Alrighty, let's go down to coaching on. This first field is different than the others. The first and last fields are different. These are the coachee's goals. These are the top here are the coachee's goals. So they're a list of what the coachee is working on during this round of coaching. And it's a list. And you can edit this in collaboration with the coachee and save any changes that you make. But remember that this is not just for the session, this is their goals overall. So be careful. These next fields are the coaching framework, and that the coachee is being coached on. Remember, this relates to the role. So there are different frameworks, hopefully, for coaching a headmaster than for coaching a classroom teacher. So you may want to use standard leadership frameworks or something for running a school, and you may want to use classroom preparation coaching frameworks for folks that are being coached as a classroom teacher. So for example, the same person could be coached in multiple roles on different things. So Severus could be coached as a classroom teacher, but also as a head of house, and presumably the items that he would be coached on would be different. Alrighty, the data entry fields here. We've got some text in here. We got this little pencil here so we can see that there's a template that we can apply to this field if we want it. And it's saying warning will append to text. So it's not going to override anything, so you're not going to lose anything. So let's click it. And the magical geniuses who have set up our coaching program have thought that these are the prompts that they would like to see in the observations field. Oh, magic observations, obviously at LA Unified School District PDS number 37. They're not going to call it magic observations. That's just at Hogwarts. These fields are all renameable based on the coaching group that you're in. So for your school or group of schools or however you want to organize it, you can change these titles, and that's what that's here to show. Alrighty, so I added that template text. I can use it or delete it as I see fit. You can see there's a template for this field here. You can also see this little I. It says show, hide, prompt, and the coaching team can put together prompts that can be long or short. These are short and to the point, but it could be a long list of items to keep in mind when you're giving feedback or the agreements that you've made as a team around giving feedback. Just a little reminder for you. Alrighty, and let's go down here to the bottom. The last thing, we call these living photos in the land of Hogwarts, but they're links for the rest of us, or evidence. And again, obviously we've renamed this for Harry Potter, but you can rename it to be whatever you like. And the geniuses of your Coachtopia will surely do that. So this is a place where, this box on the right, where you can add links. You can see we've already got a link in here from Severus for Rubeus Hagrid, and it's the safe handling of giants, because probably he saw Severus saw Rubeus handling Grop and taking children close to him, which may not be a bad thing, but it may not be a good thing. And we can add any evidence here. It could be a link to a photo of something you saw put up in a class, or something you saw not in the class. It could be links to articles for the support of the coachee. So for example, if you next time we're going to coach on leadership skills, you could add links to a leadership article that you wanted to reference for the work that you're going to do coming up. It could also be references to the user's goals, so like to support them with pedagogy. You could link to some new research on pedagogy, that sort of thing. So all you do here is you put in the link, and we'll give them a link to Grumpy Cat. And you can see that I've done this before, so there's a quick little resource. And we can add that. If there's a link in there that you want to get rid of, you can hit the little trash button and off it goes. Alrighty, and so that is the edit a coaching screen. When you're done, you can hit save for later. When you're all done, you can hit I'm done. You can delete until you say I'm done. And if I say save for later, it'll take me back to my dashboard where I can go on with my work. Alrighty, hope that was helpful.